This week on the round 1700k multi, we have a full barn. Morgs is back in Jev. The Premiership Pie is back.
Premiership Pie is back, and as usual, we try and turn $10 into 100 grand betting on the footy on the PointsBet app. And we basically sung our way there this week.
We did. It's unbelievable. Guys, we have some massive news. The 100k house is live July 19th. You don't want to miss out on the details in the first bit of the show.
If you like drinking, gambling, hanging out with your mates, and watching the races, be there. $10 a ticket. Link is in the bio. You know where to find us to listen to this.
At 100k Sports, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Show it to your nan. Invite your nan, your sister, your auntie, your dog, your nana, whoever else. Guys, awesome show. Like and subscribe. Bosh.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the show. The boys are all in. Jev, Dobin, Morgs, fresh off a barley sin bin. He's back with a tan, a tat and barley belly, while Carlton are aging like sour milk and off jelly. We've got bets, bad takes and zero regret. The show that's so hot it'll make your nut. So turn it up and lower your standards real low. It's time for another car crash. Welcome back to the 100k footy show, where every week we get our best bets together. We slap a cool, hard, crisp $10 in pursuit to try and win $100,000. As always, boys, this season we're officially powered by PointsBet. Of course, Jev, it is good to be back. Round 17. How good's this?
You bought the energy. That's a great introduction.
Thank you.
A nurse finds a rectal thermometer in her pocket and thinks, shit. Some arsehole's got me pen. Shit. Lewis.
Welcome back to the captain of the ship, the Black Carrot, Long Dong Silver, Luke Morgan, back from Bali. Look how good he looks.
Thank you for having me, Das. Footy, well and truly back. We're happy about that, but it's a special week, Das. I'm very up and about. And do you know why I'm up and about?
Exciting news.
100k house is official. We have launched it on Sunday night. The event is live. The tickets are live.
Tickets are live.
We didn't actually think this would happen, to be honest. We thought it was a great idea, but we didn't actually think it would happen. You're probably wondering, what is the 100k house?
Talk to us.
Live event. It is a punters club breakup. Okay, it's a footy club function for a footy club you didn't know you played.
Mid-season,
absolutely. We got the bye week. We got lucky with that, to be honest. It's a great week of footy. But
the local footy.
Bye week. I know the VAFA does. I know the Eastern does. I'm not sure about the other leagues, but it probably would be a good chance. But Pink Lemonade in Richmond from 12 o'clock onwards, we are talking footy. We are talking races.
What?
We are talking gambling.
What?
We are talking beers.
What?
We're talking food.
What?
And gambling.
We're going to have PointsBet involved.
Yep.
They're going to help us out.
Prizes.
We've got Bay Juice, Ricks. So we've got giving away Sunnies, giving away cash prize. Bay Juice will look after us with the healthy juice, Jev.
And the new one, the Green Tree Extra, which I haven't tried yet. Oh, that is going to fire us up. So if you like gambling and drinking and hanging out with your mates, just come. Yep. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
We're going to be on a mic saying some shitty jokes, are we?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be
roaming around. We're going to be Punters Club going.
We're going to have quaddies going on.
Absolutely. So as I said, it's just going to be one of those things. You come with four mates, but it's not just going to be you come with four mates, you have one beer with us, and then you just have the rest of the beer with your mates, okay? We're going to be all together, punting together. It's going to be, we want it to be, it might be too much, to be honest, but we'll see. We think it's going to be a lot of fun. Das, July 19th. So the tickets will be in the link below, both on the Apple, Spotify, and the YouTube. Join the Facebook event as well, just for a lot of information updates. But it's a $10 ticket. Basically, you get a free drink with your ticket. So the ticket's basically some data for us.
Yeah, just to know how many people are coming.
There's no real income in there, but you get a free drink with that. You get entry into some first goal sweeps we're going to do for every game. So a lot of free drinks, cash prizes, Rick Sunnies, Bay Juice, the works.
We're going all out. So we're trying to get most of the good stuff done before the first game, because we're all going to be absolutely barnacled, which will make it even funnier by the end. But we cannot wait for it. So guys, on tonight's show, Underdogs on top. Yep. Jev's Premiership High, the round 1700k multi, Gold Rush, First Gold Glory, the world famous Ramble boys. So we've got a massive show, a couple of new segments for all the new viewers. So guys, as always,
that's your segment.
We start off, we review last week's multi. Morgs wasn't here, it was just me and Jev. So we went 15 out of 22 legs, Jev. 69%.
Yeah, would have been my guess.
69%. So start off with the bad legs.
Darcy Cameron anytime. We tied our Saturday wagon to that. They kicked it to him and it got spoiled at the last second. Then on Sunday, we weren't great. Darcy Fogarty for 2. He's a bit of a myth. I'm off him. Ever since he signed your bicep. Talking of myths, Jake Saligo for 20. He's a massive myth.
What's happened there?
Jake
Pat
Melito.
Voss for 2, just didn't kick his 2. And Jack Sinclair for 25. Only had 22.
Didn't get there in the last game. Ben Keys couldn't bring his 2. Seth Campbell couldn't kick 2. Tim Taranto couldn't get 25. And Mason Woody in the morning couldn't kick his 1, Morgs, unfortunately. Good legs though, Jev.
Noah Anderson, 25 touches. He just got there in the end, but it was still a tick. Luke Parker for 20 was $1.70, Morgs. That's a great leg.
That was a great leg.
He had it by half time.
The
over 174.5 in the Tigers Adelaide game. I think the final score was 176. So it's just an over.
Well
Josh Rochelle to kick 2, still got subbed off. Nice. And Nasai Wanganimulira, the All-Australian back pocket for 25, halfback.
The All-Australian wallet, Jev. The back pocket.
I was editing the pod in Bali. The over got me by the short and curly, something fierce. I think we need to have more of them.
Maybe we do
Loved
this
it.
week.
Loved it. Not
Maybe-
this week.
Yeah, I think we've missed
Next
the boat this week. Matt Rell for 20, John Eugen for 20, Chol for 2, Kick 5, Dacos for 25, Rory Lev for 25, has had it every week since 2019 against the Tigers. Just does all the time. And O'Driscoll, my Driscoll. Now, Morgs, I can't wait for this. So we've given you the ups and downs last week. Oh, no, I believe 2 weeks ago. We haven't seen the leaderboard. Can you update us on the ups and downs leaderboard? I cannot wait for this. The fans can't wait for this. What a segment.
I would love to. So for the new viewers, what we do is we rank just what's going on in the world of footy, Darcy.
Fantastic.
Now, the last 6 weeks, we've given, I think we've given 3 rounds of ups and downs, both an up from all of us and a down. We haven't actually updated the leaderboard. So this is where the world of footy sits right now.
Fantastic.
And every time I do this, I absolutely butcher it. So I just wanted to check in. So at number 1, the day grand final. I think that's well and fit. That should finish top, I reckon, because it's in good form. And I think the day grand final's not going anywhere. Isaiah Dudley at 2. I think that's more than fair. He's in good form.
Yeah, he's in good form.
Your man, Darcy. The tools. It's the year of the tools. Last year was smalls, but I'm the tools kicking some bags, Jeff. So they're on. They're on 3. Cozzy at 4. Just Cozzy Pickett. He's in a world of form. Just signed what he'd do. 17 mil over 6 or whatever it was. Kingy at 5. He's in good form, King, I reckon. You had a little go at him, Jeff. But I think,
apparently.
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
Apparently.
Yeah, people are wondering why he's so high.
100k house, rumour mill. Come to us about David King.
We've got a real good source.
He's the best rumour.
And if you know the rumour, you should think he'd be higher. Below him is Tassie. So Tassie just mid-level. So did you see the 3D prediction of what the stadium's going to look like? Okay, we had a really good tip at him about 6 weeks ago about how embarrassing they've been.
Yep.
But that new mock-up of the stadium just brought him up a little bit. Jess Motlop, just at 7. So he was really low, Jess Motlop. I think he's had a little bit of form, but I think his days are numbered. There's no doubt about it. Angus Clark he started really high. He was actually in the top 3 the first week because he was my up.
Unbelievable.
But he has fallen a little bit with the Bombers' form, to be fair. Scoops at 3rd last.
This is ratings poison at this point.
North Melbourne mid, so they're the 2nd last. So he's had a real good crack at him there, and they haven't really shown us much to rise them. Yeah. And then last, the bye. We've had 5 weeks of bye. It's our first week without a bye, and I think rightfully so, sits on the bottom of the table. So it's a great segment. People have been emailing us in going, what actually is the leaderboard?
Would this segment be below the bye?
Just above day grand final.
Yeah, it would be.
No one's watching anymore.
It's an awesome segment.
Just lost all our audience.
Ups and downs. That's the leaderboard, boys.
Thank you. That was awesome. Now, boys, I actually have a new segment. Jeff, I've got a new one.
That one.
Underdogs on top. Everyone loves a dog.
I do.
A dog's a man's best friend,
Yep,
Morgs.
definitely.
None of the top 8 sides are playing each other this week. None of them. So it's never easy. Everyone always thinks the favourites are going to win, but there's always usually 1 or 2 with a huge upset. So I just want to know who are the best 2 underdogs this week. Now, I just want to let you know before, I've gotten all the underdogs this week, Jeff, and I've teased them all to $1.30 leg.
Right.
So I've given North points, 63.5. I still probably don't think that's enough against the dogs, but I've teased all the dogs to $1.30 legs, and for all 9 games, we're getting $10.
Okay.
So I've put $10 on that. So we've got 100 coming back in, but I just want to know, head to head, if you had to put money on, who is the best chance of an underdog to get up this week? Because there's always going to be 1 or 2, Jeff. There's always 1 or 2. Who do you like?
There's 3 good ones.
Who do you like? Talk to me.
Freo to beat the Swans.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Yeah, great one.
It's a good one. The Saints to beat the Hawks in Marvel.
Yeah, they're a
Saints
chance.
always play well at Marvel.
Yeah, it's-
And the other one is Essendon to beat Gold Coast at Marvel Stadium.
There you go, Jeff. You've done it.
Yeah, well done.
Gold Coast had a tough game last week.
Blues got something to play for, you reckon?
Nah, they're not winning.
Blues, you reckon?
$4.60.
Lewis, what about you?
One that sticks out to me just because we don't want to regurgitate, but the 26.5 for Port is probably a little low, but I actually like the $4.20. We saw the Giants go up to the Gabba and just top them off at $4.30. Okay, now Port are in some good form.
El Topio
All of a
and
sudden-
Ocho.
All of a sudden they're in good form. Georgiadis looks like Jezelenko all of a sudden.
Yep,
And a
yep.
$4, as I said, I probably wouldn't touch the 26.5 for your $1.90, but for your $4.20, that's worth a slice of pie.
All right, well, let us know in the comments what your favourite one is and what one you're going to put $100 on. Let us know. Let us see the ticket. Gamble responsibly. Now, Morgs, I am so excited for this.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Feels like it's been way too long.
I agree.
The race for the Premiership is wide open. Anyone can win it. Morgs, anyone can win it.
Well, absolutely, Ken. I asked you, Das, to throw to me because I wanted to quickly talk about the odds, okay? Because who the fuck is winning this premiership? All right, so for $3.75 at the Pies, you got $5.50 for Geelong. Brisbane a third favourite at $6. On the fourth line, the Dogs at $7.50.
Yep.
Hawthorn, even Hawthorn's an iffy one at $10 at the fifth favourite. Adelaide equal fifth at $10. GWS at $13, and then you get into your teams, which I just don't think can win it. Freo at 23, Gold Coast at 23, and then rounding out the roughies, Jev, Sydney at 151.
Well, I feel it's now time for the most delicious segment in all the
it's a good
sports.
call.
It's now time to get a slice. It's now time to get an idea, some intel, some data, an opinion stronger than others, more modest than most. A percentage of your teams winning this year's Premiership in pie form. Jev, the round 17 Premiership pie, over to you.
Great stuff,
Well
boys.
done.
Great work on the introduction. So the last pie, we ruled 9 teams out and only 9 remained. So you know the 9 that are gone. And it kills me. I want them at 1% so bad, but the Swans are in there. They're gone.
Right on.
They're not winning the flag. So let's get into it. All right, 4%. 4% of the pie. Freo and Gold Coast. You know the deal. I don't think a team can go from never winning a final or not playing finals for a couple of years and then just jump in the 8, win the flag. Like, you got to take your steps. You got to take a few lumps, even if it's lose one final and then you go from there. But you got to take your lumps. 8% Hawthorn and Adelaide. The theory is the same with the Crows. Haven't played a final since 2017, so I find it bloody hard for them to win the whole thing. But they're good. They're stacked forward line, and then they're competitive dogs down in the back line, with arguably the best footballer in the comp as their captain. So I just got them a little more than the other than Freo and Gold Coast. And Hawthorn are also really good, but injuries to play a key role at the wrong time are starting to add up. Now no Josh Weddle, no Will Day still haven't seen Mitch Lewis and much of Cole Shadir. Are they going to be up to it when they do start playing? Can Jack Gunston play this form the whole of finals, or will he finally look his age a little? So I've got Hawthorn about 8%.
Okay, I like it, Jeff.
12%. GWS, the Dogs, the Lions. This is why it's my pie and my pie only. I don't care they're 9th. I refuse to quit on the Giants. Any team with Sam Taylor, Jesse Hogan, Toby Green, the rest of them, I think can win the flag. Stringer might be the competition's best sub. Tom Green's a gun. Finn's a dog. I just love the Giants. I'm not quitting on them. I love them. The Dogs have 3 of the top 5 players in the comp at the moment. Sam Darcy, the highest stock in the game. Bont is just him, and Ed Richards has taken his game to a whole nother level. I absolutely love the Dogs. I think they're going to be their prelim final weekend. And the Lions are just the Lions. They've been here before. Round 16 was an absolute perfect time for them to have a bye.
Was it ever?
They've freshened up. I was ready to say the Lions are more likely to miss the 8 than win the flag. I was going to have that take last week. Then they went to Geelong and dusted the Cats. They just pumped them. And so, can anyone rule out Brisbane? You cannot rule out Brisbane from the Premiership.
I actually love Brisbane for the flag, to be honest.
Absolutely.
And then 20%, equal share of the pie. I know it's boring, but 20% each to Collingwood and the Cats. I reckon if you asked any AFL fan in Australia, name the final 4 teams that are playing prelim final weekend, the first 2 teams every single person in Australia would say are Collingwood and Geelong. Whether you actually think they're winning grand final day or not, I reckon everyone's in agreement they're playing prelim final weekend.
I like it, Jeff.
They're going to finish 1st and 2nd. They're going to get a home final and probably win it. And prelim weekend will be 2 games at the MCG this year. It'll be Collingwood Friday night, Geelong Saturday, Arvo. And who plays them? The Dogs might be there. I like GWS to be there. You like the Lions, and Morgs likes the Crows. So
that's another Premiership pie. It's perfect.
This week's edition of Premiership Pie.
Well done, Jeff.
Well done, Jeff. That's
I would
perfect.
love to say that every time we do this, anything we talk about Premiership and Premiership odds, the team that always gets love is the Lions. Every time we post something about the pie. So it'll be interesting to see what people say. About 12%, I guess they're on what, 2nd tier?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
People love the Lions.
I can't wait for the next one where you scrape it down to 6.
Absolutely.
This time last year, the Swans at like 70%. I remember. I had about 14.
Which was warranted. They beat us the game, Jev. That is awesome. All right. That is the first third of the pod. That is unlistenable, but thank you guys for hanging around. Now, coming up next, we got the round 17 edition of the 100K multi.
I did the ramble first.
The Sunday Roast is back for season 2025, Jev.
Oh, the show where we celebrate the winners and roast the losers.
You can find us every Sunday night after the Bachelor's game where we get on, and Jev, it's one hell of a show.
We give you the best odds and the best opinions, but the best odds are the bet you weren't on, but wish you were on.
It is out 6 a.m. every single Monday morning after the round concludes.
Listen to it driving to work Monday morning. You'll absolutely love it. The Sunday Roast.
Let's go. Alrighty, guys. Awesome stinger. Now, we're back for the round 17, 100K multi. As always, no Thursday, no Friday night bets. We have 2 Friday night games in the ramble, which is in the last third of the pod. Again, unlistenable. Now, I just want to let everyone know, as you're listening to this, by the time this comes out, we are officially closer to the year 2050 than we are the year 2000.
Wow.
Don't waste any more time in your life. Wow. That holiday you've always wanted to go to, book it. Nice. That girl you've always liked, tell her how you really feel. Nice. That boss you've always hated, tell him to go get fucked. Stop missing out on the best opportunities that are laid out in front of you. Saying that, what an opportunity we have right here, guys.
That's so good.
This is the week. Bookmark this episode. Bookmark it, guys, because I'm telling you, this week's a banger. This is the fucking week. gamble responsibly. This is the week to load it all up on the line. If there's a good thing, guys, go after it. And I'm telling you, we're going to kick it off now. First game, Essendon Gold Coast. Jev, let's go.
Don't do that, please. Just $10 to win 100K.
Yeah,
we go to the PointsBet app.
Cull half the leg.
22 legs, you know, they need $10. I think it's about $10.30 this week, and you win $100,000 betting on the footy. Essendon versus Gold Coast.
Load up.
No run!
No run.
Nothing from me.
Well
No
done.
legs for me, Lewis.
Das, I didn't actually ask you this in the pre-game, but I wouldn't mind just a beatbox beat if I could. Just keep going. Just nice. Throw in the towel. I'm on the prowl. I can feel it in my bowel that we're betting on Row. He's quick, strong, thick and shifty. I love it so much I'll slap on a 50. Row for 20. He's had it 7 straight. The form is there thanks to our friends at Stat Mate. I love this leg. Phone in if you hate it. If we don't hear your ring, we'll assume that you're rated.
Fuck, you guys have too much time.
I actually didn't know that was coming. That was awesome.
Oh my
Last
god.
show.
Throw in the towel, I'm on the prowl. I can feel it in my bowel that we're betting on Row. He's quick, strong, thick and shifty. I love it so much, I'll slap on a 50. Row for 20, he's had it 7 straight. The form is there, thanks to our friends at Stat Mate.
That's awesome.
I love this leg. Phone in if you hate it. I hope the phone don't ring, we'll just assume you rate it. Fuck, that's a banger of a rhyme. That is so good.
No, you know what's
And
funny?
we wonder why this show doesn't grow.
No, you know what's funny?
In that hat.
He messaged us 2 days ago saying, boys, I've got Ralph for 20. I've got a gag. He's had this for 2 days.
I wrote it in the sauna.
That's so good. That is
Oh,
so
that's
good.
awesome. Boys, give me the man that works harder than a plaster on the weekend.
Yep.
And it's Saturday rates for Tukey. Old double bubble Miller. Give me Tukey Miller for 20 touches at $1.18. He's 100% on the season, averaging 27. He's 100% on the season. He hasn't gone under 20, so we have to take him.
He's been playing so
His
well.
last 2 games at Marvel, he's had 33 and 30 this year, and his last 4 games against the Bombers, 30, 28, 31, 28.
He's so good.
So we have to take him.
He's so good.
Good betting too, really.
We have to take it. I couldn't believe he was 100% on the season. He's actually gone in the last 2 games of last year as well, thanks to Statmate, of course.
Of course. Probably underutilized in the multi this year, old Took.
He actually has been.
Yeah, definitely.
Old double bubble Tukey.
Well done.
That gets us through.
Yes,
so
let's
we go
go.
to the next
Start.
game, Jev. We would love to have loaded up on this game, but it is early. So maybe we talk about it a bit more in the ramble because there's going to be some awesome leaks in this one. Geelong, Richmond. We mentioned on Hook, Line, Sinker. It might be a little bit like Geelong, Essendon, stat lines wise. Maybe we pull everyone down. There's lots of people that can get a lick of the ice cream. Who do you like?
Sometimes PointsBet gives you a gift, boys.
Yep.
A present.
Okay.
A bunch of flowers.
Wow.
A box of chocolates. I reckon they've given us all the above here.
We needed it.
I've had a slow, interrupted start to the season, but I've had 22, 23, and 23 in my last 3.
Who am I?
Good.
I've had over 20 every game my last 5.
Djakovic.
And I averaged 24 touches my last 5 against the Tigers. I'm Tom Stewart, boys, and I'm paying $1.40 for 20 touches.
unbelievable.
$1.40. Say it out loud, boys. Tom
$1.40.
Stewart at GMHBA on a Saturday arvo gets 20 touches against a young, inexperienced Richmond side.
It sounds good.
Repeat
It
that.
feels like it just hits.
Yeah, it does feel good.
Also, just for the personals.
Yeah.
Last year, Tom Stewart had 31. He's paying $7.50 for 30.
Wow. 750 's
That's a ramble
I'm
leg.
telling you, if the Tigers put one behind the ball and Tom Stewart plays loose, he could have 40 for the first time.
45.
Yeah, he could. He could. But anyway, Tom Stewart for 20 is my leg.
Yeah,
I love
great
it.
league. Well done.
Lewis.
Really good. Love a gift too. I reckon this is another bit of a gift, to be honest. Give me Brad Close Das anytime at $1.67.
Yep.
He's close to breaking one open.
Nice.
Okay, we'll be close to broke if we don't start betting on him.
Yeah, 100%.
Really. This man loves the Tigers more than Cheryl Baskin, Jev. Baskin and Robbins, my man. His last 5 against the yellow and black. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. He's 100% in his career against the Tigers, and
Loves
that is
him.
not about to change. I'm keeping it simple. People at home know I love Brad Close. When I get a chance to bet on a guy that's 100% his last 5 against the Tigers at $1.67, we have to gobble it up.
is great.
100K.
Boys, give me the human wedgie. Ollie Dempsey. Sneaky, sudden, and guaranteed to leave your opposition with a skid mark. A nuisance in between the butt cheeks of your back line. Unwanted, unrelented, and unbelievably effective. Ollie Dempsey, boys, for 1 snag at $1.25.
Yep.
Last year against the Tigers, he kicked 3.
Yeah, it's great.
He's
stuff.
awesome. We
Yeah,
just need him for 1.
He's awesome.
He's a slider. slides down the back end.
Yep.
There's a 2-on-1 in the goal square. Defender doesn't know where to go. Jumps on their head, kicks a goal in the
I'll
goal
tell you
square.
who loves getting goals kicked on him. Hugo Ralph Smith.
Yes, he does.
And if Ollie Dempsey goes to Hugo Ralph Smith, it snags.
Good call.
The reason why he's on here. Angus Clark.
3
'Cause of
goals on
Hugo.
debut.
Yeah, good call.
That is awesome, boys.
call.
Good intel. That's it.
That's it.
That
All
is
right,
it.
then we get on to the next game. The Lynchy and Wakes game.
Yes,
Oh.
good call.
Brisbane and Port. We might have to recycle the video just cause it's there.
We should.
Get the numbers up. Boys, kick it away. Jev, who do you like?
Pack your bags, pack your clothes. We're gonna get a double Bondi. We're gonna get a Termy. Give me the airport luggage. Human luggage. Give me human luggage for
banger.
20 touches, boys, at $1.13. I actually forgot to write all the stats down, but I know for a fact he gets 20 all the time.
All the time.
Especially at the Gabba, he gets a bucket load of 20s.
Nice.
So I'm taking him for
Big
20
stats.
at $1.13. Don't worry about the stats. He's a good player. He's a pyramid player.
Yep.
Give me Das Willie Rioli.
Okay.
Anytime at $1.29. Why does Willie Rioli never get hungry on game day? He's always got a snag up his sleeve.
Nice.
Willie's favourite position is forward pocket because it's closest to the sausage sizzle. I can't believe we haven't bet more on Willie, to be honest.
Nice.
He's a goal fiend. You've heard of Clint Bizzle. What about Clint Sizzle? Have you heard of him? He has kicked 9 in his last 5. It is the biggest sausage fest in Adelaide. We're getting a whopping $1.29 just for one snag. This backline will have no idea. Willie Rioli's hard to play on. As I said,
is.
I've
Nice.
teased earlier in the earlier segment prior to that ripping
Nice.
stinger. I don't mind Port here.
Yeah.
I don't like Port as a
Yeah,
club, but I
420,
don't mind
420.
Port up at the Gabba. So Willie's going to kick one, $1.29. We get the tick, quarter time, move on.
Oh, fuck, that's such a good leg, Morgs. Hey, give me the menstrual cycle Cam Rayner. He shows up once a month. He's unpredictable, messy, and leaves the fans saying, why now? Why now? He's so unpredictable. He can absolutely ruin your weekend if you're not prepared. And just when you think he's settled, he hits you with a three-goal quarter. Boys, unbelievable. Cam Rayner, one snag. $1.29 we're getting. He's kicked 9 goals in his last 5. He's kicked 4 goals in his last 2 against the Power. He's unbelievable.
Yeah,
He's
nice.
just a great player. And as we said, this time last year, Jeff, this is when he boosted into the pyramid.
Loves
So
it.
now we're ready to lock in. We're ready to bet on Cam Rayner. So guys, make sure you watch out. He's going to fill up the stat sheet.
Make sure you watch out.
So we got him on there.
Let's go. Bow wow, ha, ba, ha, ba, ha, ba, ha. She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky. All right, get him, Lewis. Come on, kill him, Lewis. Kill him.
She's got eyes of the bluest skies as if
Oh my God.
Kill him, my guy.
to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain.
Oh, that's kill him.
Reminds
me of a world
shit.
Shit,
You look shit.
How bad you look.
Singing lessons have done nothing.
$1,200. So I'm going to say this, do I? I'm going to say this. I'm Jamie and I can still sing high like this. And I can sing high. Whoa, sweet miles of mine. That's right. Give me Miles Bergman for 20 touches.
What a leg.
Give me Miles Bergman for 20 touches,
yes.
boys. I'm getting a whopping $1.50.
Nice.
He's had 20 plus 4 of his last 5 weeks.
Great.
As he's become a bit of a midfielder. He does a role in the midfield. He plays on a man, but he's just a midfielder now. He had 25 last week, 22 last time he played the Lions. He's the star of the competition. I'm just taking him for 20. $1.50 is great value.
Great.
Give me Miles Bergman,
Oh, fuck
sweet
me.
child of Miles.
I love that 20 touches, but he's pushing him in the midfield a lot more.
Yep.
Yes.
So, which
Trying
is
to get
great.
They try to put him around the ball because he's star.
That's awesome, Jeff. What a leg.
Fucking unbelievable. It's going to be an edit.
It's a fucking musical tonight. It's unbelievable. Next game, boys. Saturday night,
that, Lou.
we have St Kilda and the Hawks. St Kilda and the Hawks at Marble. Not sure, like this, as we said, maybe a danger game. Hawks don't like Marble as much. The MCG, you think that they pants them, but we might see a masterclass. Who knows? So, Jev, kick us off. Who do you like?
How happy are you for the Saints fans that they've absolutely found one in the Flying Viking, Alex Tarun?
Yeah.
Yes.
They've found one.
Yep.
All I want to know is when he's in his absolute prime, the peak of his powers, what is it going to be like? Who's he going to look like? What are Saints supporters expecting him to look like?
Yep.
Is he going to look and mark the ball like James Sicily with Josh Weddle's athleticism?
Good call.
Is he going to be a bit of a Darcy Moorish Jeremy Howe clone?
Yep.
Is he the size of Sam DeConning, but the general defender of Tom Stewart?
Good combos here.
Is he the next Matthew Scarlett?
Oh, Jesus.
What are Saints fans seeing?
Okay.
What vibes do the Saints fan get when they watch the Flying Viking Alex Tarou? I just want to know.
Yeah,
I
good
just want to
call.
know what they see
Okay.
when they see Alex Tarou, because he could be anything.
I love
he
that.
broke the Saints spoils record in their history in his second game of footy.
That's impressive.
14 spoils.
Love that. Spud would be proud.
He jumps
actually-
over
he
the
would.
pack. He flies around. He's got
Yep.
quick feet in the back line. They've got one there. I want to
done.
know what you see.
Yeah, I rate
Yeah.
that.
Is
Talk
he
to us.
like Dustin, like an old school Dustin Fletcher, where he always gets a fist in, but then he's super athletic?
Yep.
He might grow into Harris Andrews. Like,
Do you have a leg?
yeah, I do.
Send that intel in.
I wear a blimp as a swimming cap. I can hear a mouse queef. I look
Yeah.
like human Shrek, but
Yeah.
goddamn, I am good at football. Give me Jai
Yeah.
Newcomb
Yep.
for 20 touches. I can't believe I'm getting $1.22
Yeah.
for 20. 27 last week, 20 plus 5 times in a row against the Saints, including 31 last year.
Yeah, he's a gun.
My 2 trips to the Esky this year, I've had 27 and 20. Marcus Windhager, Peter Schrager, Talladega. Doesn't matter. Give me Jai Newcomb for 20
That's
touches.
all. It's a good leg. It's a good leg. Went down to Noodles and Dumplings the other day, and they were cooking out of his bucket hat, which is bizarre. But
Morgs is wearing the hat that fits him right now.
yeah, nice.
Saints Hawks. Old MacDonald kicked a snag, E-I-E-I-O.
Bum, bum.
And when that snag went through the sticks, we went yippee-I-E-I-O. Give me C-Mac. It's a fucking musical here tonight.
Oh, one of these shows again.
Connor McDonald, anytime, $1.53. He is hotter than a welder's thigh guard at the
Yeah.
moment, Dad. He is hotter than that party pie that leaves your tongue on sick leave.
Yeah.
C-Mac's hotter than your auntie's only sister, Das. He kicks goals for lunch, and it is lunchtime, lads. He's got the form of Winks with better value than a Harry from your old man. The
Nice.
C-Note just underratedly loves the Eagle. 100% his last 5
Loves
at
the
Marvel.
sausage.
He's kicked 8 in that stretch. The last time he played the Saints, kick 1. So
Yeah,
not
perfect.
sure what else you need.
Nice.
Call in if you like the leg. Can't expect this phone to not ring
ring.
quickly.
Musical night, is it?
$1.53.
Fucking musical night, boys. Give me the pimple, Nick Watson.
Yeah.
Give me the pimple. He's small, annoying, and always popping up when you don't want him to. And just when you think he's gone, he's back. He's red, he's angry, and ready to cause havoc, Morgs. He's unbelievable. You try and get rid of him, and the more you touch him, the worse he gets. So, painful, small, prickly, possible to ignore. We love Nick Watson.
Yep.
So, we got the pimple in there for 2 goals, Jev. Wizard! 2 snags.
Good
Last time he versus Saints, he kicked 2.
Yep.
So, that's why we got him in. Nick Watson,
Form's there.
$2, 2 snags. Wizard time.
So good.
Now time for the most lucrative segment in all of sports. Gold Rush.
Brought to
The
you by
best bets we
Statmates.
weren't on, but we wish we were from last week. Let's get it up, boys. There wasn't as much this week. Here we go. So the best bets for 20 touches, boys, on the weekend. Wayne Miller for 20 touches was $2.90. Clay Hall was $3.20. Joe Richards was $5.50. Max Hall was $6.50. And Dan Curtin was $9 for 20. But you will hear from them again.
I've got 25 touches here. Jack Chris was $6.50. Sweet Child of Miles was $6.50.
Nice.
Brady Huff was $9. Lockie Bramble was $9.50, and Wayne Miller was $11.
Brady Huff's featuring a lot in Gold Rush.
Yeah, he's a star.
Geordie Clark had 30 at $3.50. Errol Goulden, welcome back to football, Errol. He had
Nice.
30 on the dot for $4.50. Carl Amon, our man, 33. He had for $8. And then Liam Baker, you'll hear from him again, but for 30 was 10, which is a really nice price.
That's awesome. The best for 1 snag, boys. The best for 1. Jordan Clark was $5.25. Riley O'Brien was $5.75. Joel Jeffrey for 1 was $6. Lockie Bramble for 1 was $7.50. And Lockie Jones for 1 was $8.
Good
Good
bet.
stuff. I got 2 goals here. Morgs' favourite one. Pat Lipinski, $4.75. Jasper Alga, $7. You know how much about Jasper Alga?
That's a bet.
Dan Curtin, $7. Joel Frazier, $10. And Miles Bergman, Sweet Child of Miles, $11 for
That's
2.
a really nice bet.
25 and
Yeah.
2 would have got you 70 to 1 for Miles.
Obviously, it's all hindsight, but that was the one.
That was the one.
That's
That's the
Miles for 2. For 3, Aaron Norton kicked through on the dot, $4.20. Isaac Heaney here from him again, but for 3 was $4.50. Jakey Melksham, the old Cobra Kyabram, not that. $7 for 3. And then Max Ramsden. Who is Max Ramsden? He kicked 3, $11.
Toby Pink's dad.
None of these kicked 4. They all kicked more, but their price points for 4. So Gunson for 4 was $4.50. Marbiel Chol was $7.50. Larky was $11.50. Heaney was $14. And Melksham would have been $26 for 4.
I got 5 here. Georgiadis was $8. Gunston was $10. Chol was $21. Larky was $36.
Nice. Nice.
And Isaac Henny was $51 for
That's
5.
a
Wow,
price.
wow.
And then rounding us out just for 6. So Jack Gunson kicked 7. Couldn't get him for 7 though, but for 6 was $23. And that's a bit disappointing from our friends at PointsBet, which we might have to have a chat to them.
We'll have a chat
If
to
the
them.
max is 23, we need to go higher.
Yes.
Okay, so if it's 6, that's fine if that's the price, but 7 needs to be 36.
Or 50.
Yeah, or 50. We'll have a chat to our friends at PointsBet.
That's brought to you by StatMate, Das.
That was the best, most lucrative segment in all the sports. The best bets we went on, but we wish we were gold. Rush. All right, then we get on to Sunday. Give us the cream, boys. Give us the double bubble. Let's go, Jeb. Swans, Freo. We're not sure whether it's going to be played. SCG, MCG, NG.
Bring it to the MCG.
Bring it to Parkdale.
Bring it to Parky.
Let's
Bring it
go.
to the MCG.
Toby Green started something inviting him over to the NG Stadium. That's,
like it.
That's got some real momentum.
wound him up a bit, you
You
reckon?
had the runs on TFG apparently.
Well, yeah. I didn't.
You forgot.
I didn't, but I'm good to go.
Those tacos are sitting pretty well.
It's just your birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Yeah, by the way, it's Jeb's
Send
birthday.
him a
Happy
message.
41st. Any legs?
Comment how old you think I am. Fuck.
Good luck.
Don't. What do we up to? Swans Freo, I don't know where it's getting played. Give me the man that has no shoulders. The man that's 70% legs, 30% chaos. Give me the man that doesn't own coat hangers in his house. Give me the bloke that's had 20 plus 3 games in a row, 20 plus the last 3 times he's played the Dockers.
Nice.
Give me the man they call the Lizard. Give me Nick Blakey for 20 touches
Welcome.
at $1.53.
Yeah, it's nice.
He loves playing the Dockers. He's had it 3 games already. Ever since Harry Cunningham came back, he released Nick Blakey.
Thank
He
God.
did.
Like he took the coat
Yes,
hanger out.
fucking oath he
and
did.
He released him, and we're getting $1.53 for 20. Absolute Sunday leg. We just love
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
Good player to get 20 touches. We love that.
Happy to have him in.
Lewis?
Give me the man that always picks tails if he wins the Voss. The Vossage roll. Voss Vegas. The level Vossing. Randy Vossington III. Patrick Voss for any time, $1.40. Patrick Voss got delisted by Essendon and came back harder than your ex with a gym membership.
Nice.
Patrick Voss's biceps both have a Mikey. I mean the train ticket, not the Frederick version. Mikey Frederick. I knew it was bad. I wanted to see how it went. Michael Voss, Fairy Floss, Randy Moss, Patrick Voss. I adore this league. A couple of reasons. I'll give you his month. I'm going to give you Patrick Voss's month in random order.
Yeah.
Okay? 3, 1, 0, 3.
Oh,
Which one do you think was last week?
3.
Jeff?
1.
The 0.
Oh.
Okay, so he's hot over that stretch. There's 2 3s in that and a 1. So he's kicked 7 goals in 4 games, but it was
fuck.
last week that he didn't kick one. So he's hot in the month, but he's due to kick one. I love it. He's both hot and due. 7 in his last 4. The big Voss is a certainty to kick one. I looked at his form against the Swans, Jeff. Played him once. Licks his lips, he does. He kicked 1 in round 2. So Patrick Voss,
He
$1.40.
kicked like 1 goal 4. He was spraying them
Oh,
everywhere.
there you go.
Oh, Vossy, what is his name? Vossington III.
Randy Vossington, $1.40. It's a good leg.
Randy Vossington the
So good, boys. Now, time for the bad smell. Tom Papley. He's like body odor on your nan's favourite cardigan. Once you let him in your nostrils, you can't get rid of him. And by word does he hang around. He lingers like wet jocks morgs, packs more of a punch than a protein shaker that's been in your bag for 3 weeks. And he's harder to get rid of than that one random bloke in your mate's kitchen at kick-ons at 5 a.m. on a bloody Sunday.
Yeah, can't
Give me
stand
Tom Papley for a snag at $1.33. Kick 2 last week, boys, and I absolutely love him.
on.
I love Papley, the igniter.
Me
Get
too.
under their skin, kick 1 early, celebrate like he's won Tats Lotto,
Yep.
get up and about. Love Papley in this one, boys.
Yeah, good bets.
Anyone else?
Will Hayward, boys, feels like a EFS deal.
A what?
EFS,
Oh,
and
end
a
of
financial year deal.
Right.
This is the last week you're going to get this price and get in quick to help your taxes. Basically,
I'm in.
This will help.
I'm in.
Give me Will for 2 at $2.40. $2.40 when you're trying to turn $10 into $100K for a bloke that's kicked 11 goals his last 4 games against Freo. 11 goals his last 4 against Freo.
The sniper.
$2.40. We're trying to turn 10 into 100K.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kicked 3 against Port a couple of weeks ago. This is one of those ones. We love him for 1.
Yes.
So we love him for 2.
Yeah, it's
Because
a
if
good
you
call.
love him for 1, you love him for 1 by half time. So we
Yes.
love him for 2.
Smart.
Got to take some
So
risk.
true.
$2.40. We looked at the 2. We shopped in the $2 bin in this
Yeah,
game.
it's a
Shopped in
big
$2 bin. And we thought, Will Hayward for 2. Come
100%.
on, he's a forward. He should kick him.
Well, because you had him for 1, you would have said that'll cash by halftime.
Yeah.
So let's have another crack.
Fuck
Yeah.
it, let's
I
double
agree.
dip. Boys, Luke Ryan looks like a boxing trainer with the pads on, except that's just his chassis. His diet consists of 15 wheat bix a serving, damper, and 20 touches on the weekend. Old Tiger Guts Ryan for 20 touches, boys, at $1.48. He's had 20 his last 4 games against the Swans.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just resonates with you, doesn't it?
It does resonate.
Tiger Guts 20 versus the Swans. That's it.
That's what he was saying.
Had to be in there.
Say it out loud,
Hard to
please.
move. You just hold Tiger Guts. That gets us through that game.
Thank you.
We got one more to go. The cash cow game. Adelaide, Melbourne, Belt to ass.
Feels
Jev?
like a good multi.
Mate, it's all, when Jev reads it out,
Oh, I can only imagine.
it sounds incredible.
Give me the man who's looking to fight Joe Rogan. The man who craps laying down.
Yep.
The man who's fully wigged it on Instagram.
Yep.
Give me the Liver King for 3. We're not talking about you, Morgs. Give me the Liver King for 3. I'm taking our man Riley Athilthorpe for 3
Filthorpe for
at
$3.
$2.40.
Oh, yeah, good point.
He looked absolutely back against the Tigers on the weekend after his bye. He was clunking him. He took 6 marks. I think it was 4 contested or something. He was on fire. And I've seen what Mitch Georgiadis and Ben King have done to Stephen May the last couple of weeks.
What have they done?
Like bathed him.
Yep.
El Barcio,
Squeaky
4 for 4.
They've kicked goals at him from every way. They've got him on the lead. They've got him from over the back. They've got him in a pack mark. However you want it, they've been kicking him on Stephen May. It looks easy at the moment. It looks easy. So if I'm Liver King, I am looking at Stephen May like he's a tomahawk steak, and I am absolutely licking my lips at the chance to kick 3 on him.
Oh,
Liver King for 3 on a Sunday arvo at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, no, it's really
He's
good.
probably going to kick 5, but
Yeah.
we got him for 3 at $2.40 in the 100K.
Yep. No, really good there.
Lewis, who do you like?
Boys on the truck and boys lock in.
Oh, who am I?
Boys, light up.
This man is proof that persistence beats hype every time. He's not the loudest name. He's not always in the headlines. When the moment comes, when the game's on the line, this man turns up every damn time. He's a kind of player who's been written off, delisted, doubted, and still keeps showing up to do the hard stuff, to compete, to deliver. And when he does, you remember exactly why he's still here. He's not flashy, he's reliable. He's not hype, he's heart. Give me the Glenroy Groundhog, the Calder Cannon, the Full Cream Dream, Jake the Snake Melksham for 2 of the creamiest snags on Sunday at $2.30. Jake doesn't just kick goals like everyone else. He creates moments.
Yes.
He makes you feel something, Das. And that feeling is winning.
Yes.
It's money. It's profit. It's percentage. He's coming off 5 the dream. He has 10 in his last 5, 3 in his last 2 against the Crows. We are on. Give us Jake at $2.30. I can't believe it.
Jake the Snake.
I feel so good about it. The Glenroy Groundhog.
The Sirioli of Brad Fishers.
Great call.
What a leg.
Great call.
Is this the first time? No, Shake's been in a
He's
few
been
times
in
for
for
singles.
1, never in for 2.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It gets me
5-6 last week.
It's impossibly
Crazy to imagine.
hard to believe.
That's happened at AFL level.
It really is.
From the milkshake.
From a guy his size.
Ryan Keats is man. Keats
Honestly.
loves the shake. Now, boys,
So motivating.
we haven't done this in a while, but I've got a comparison.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm comparing a player to a player of a different code.
Oh, okay.
I hope this goes down well. Bear with me. Come along with the journey. Is Isaac Rankin the Doug Bollinger of AFL football?
Okay.
Talk to me.
He charges in a contest like a man possessed. Hair on fire, no real plan. It's just pure chaos in motion. 1 second you're watching him wind up, and the next you're flat on his back wondering how the hell he got past you. It's not textbook, it's not pretty sometimes, but somehow he always ends up hitting the stumps and kicking the goals. Isaac Rankin, boys. The Doug Bollinger of the AFL. There it is. That's me in a nutshell.
I see it.
Boys, Isaac
honestly
Rankin for
see it.
20 and 1. He's $1.44 for 20. He's $1.24 for a snag. He's had 20 his last 2. He's had 7 his last 3 against the D's.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
We have to take him.
No, that is really actually good data.
The Doug Bollinger of the AFL.
It's
If you had a heat map on him, his head would be red hot.
brilliant call. It is a brilliant call because it's when you see their faces, it's hard to think of. But then when you think about Test career, short but sweet.
So far,
Rankin, really, I see it.
at their peak, are they considered one of the best at their positions, but not quite the GOAT? Like he's
Call in. Can you see it?
Jev. He's Isaac Rankin, the Doug Bollinger of the
How do we
AFL.
mix next week?
I don't see it. I'm sorry.
Can you see it, Jev?
I see it. I can
I
see
can't
it.
see
I can see it.
Have a
Let us know. Can you see it? Can you see it at home?
They're just
Bollinger, short but sweet. Rankin still with a bit of runway, but I see it.
No one's listening by now. Morgs killed him with that early segment, and then we got him with the Sweet Child of Mine song. So if we didn't kill him,
Do you have anything else?
No, I don't, but Morgs does.
I do. Victory, victory,
curtains and blinds.
1-3 down for 1. Give me Danny Blinds, the windshield, the man from Claremont with the tank of a Hilux with the class of a Lexus. This man is in serious form. 26 and 2 against the Tigers on the G on Sunday. He walks back into Adelaide Oval, 7-day break, fresh as Subway, hot as Darwin. He's the total package, Jev. I love this guy. $2.10. I don't even have his form because he kicked 26 and 2 last week. So that's purely what I'm going off.
You know, they call Joel Frazier Junior Bont. Like, he just looks like the second coming of Bont. Yep. How much is Dan Curtin now, since he had that breakout game? He just looks like Jordan Dawson 2.0.
Yep. He just reminds me of the next person to get his jersey retired in the Crazy Horse. Yeah. That's what he looks like. 6.
The first bloke to have the same haircut as his last name. He walks in and goes, give me my last name.
I know it's a bit of a coming out party last week, 26 and 2, but $2.10 for one after that performance, it seems like another gift.
I like it. I like it.
No, it's in.
Is that the multi?
That is the multi.
That's the multi.
Read it out, Jeff.
Close your eyes, boys. Manifest it. Listen. Let's hear. Matt Rao 20, Tuke Miller 20.
Good legs.
Tom Stewart 20, Dempsey goal, Brad Close goal.
I love it.
Cam Rayner goal, Willie Rioli goal, Hugh McCluggage 20, Miles Bergman 20.
Sweet Miles of mine.
Nick Watson 2, Connor McDonald 1, John Newcomb 20.
I love it.
That's Saturday.
Good legs.
That's Saturday.
Really good legs.
Feels like green ticks, Jeff.
Wake up Sunday, we're alive.
We're alive.
Tom Papley anytime, Patrick Voss anytime, Will Hayward 2, Nick Blakey 20, Luke Ryan 20.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's really
We're
nice.
going all the way
So
to
far.
Sunday, Arvo. Thilthorpe 3, Melksham 2,
Yep.
Isaac Rankin 20 and 1, Dan Curtin 1.
Where's the risk?
Danny Drapes.
$10.37 to win $147.
That's an awesome multi, boys.
That's right up
Round
there.
17. I honestly feel, as I said in my monologue earlier,
Yeah.
load it all up.
Responsibly.
This is the week.
So don't have 10, 30, have 25?
Sense.
Have 10 grand on
No,
it.
we
so
can't stress enough. Obviously, people in our Discord, they get all the legs, they get the one-off code to throw the whole thing on. So you do get sent a one-off code in the Discord every single week. But there's nothing I love more than blokes, and they're sending it weekly. Blokes that are just taking out 10 of their favourite. So they disagree with 4 of us each, probably most of mine, really. But they just throw in 10 legs, and it pays about 26 to 1, and they've cashed the last couple of weeks. So fuck off our bad legs. Just our good legs.
Get in the Discord. Boys, that was a round 17 edition of the 100K multi. Coming up next, we got the world's famous ramble. We've got the first goal glory. A couple other segments. Ooh, we'll be right back.
Has the ramble not been?
Oh, fantastic Stinger Lewis. All right, it is now time for the best segment that we have. Morgs, boys in the back of the truck, hit the stinger.
Play that tune.
The soulful
Ramble. All righty, we're in the ramble. So we're going to kick off Thursday night footy first, and then we're going to head into first goal glory and everything else. So we're going to be doing something on Thursday night. By the time this is out,
Yeah, true.
we'll probably where we are.
Thursday
But
morning.
We'll be there, yeah.
we won't announce
Thursday
it.
morning.
But North Melbourne, Western Bulldogs. North haven't beaten the Dogs since 2019, Jev. So the Dogs have won their last 8 against North. The Dogs kick an average of 116 points.
They're going to kick so many.
The over-under wasn't out yet by the time I wrote this down. I'm sure I can get it now. 180 points. Are North going to be able to kick 60 points? But Western Bulldogs will probably kick 130 themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
So the over, I feel 180 is a lock. I feel we have to take it. Toby Pink was locking up a couple guys for a couple weeks, and then he got absolutely rear-ended by Chol, Gunston, and whoever else went to him on the weekend. Sam Darcy's going to be different. Don't play him in the ruck. Play just him full forward. He kicked 3 in like 2 quarters last week. This is 10 watch. I know we're going to say this every
Hawks,
week, but 10 watch.
They cannot defend the midfield, North. Hawks kicked 150 on them last week, and they kicked 65 themselves. So that's, what's that, 215 points. To be fair, Charlie Comben might be the best matchup for Sam Darcy in the comp.
His arm's fucked. He's got a broken scapula.
Which means Darcy's going to bath him. He's playing though, but he's going to bath him. Sam Darcy's going to kick a fortune.
Yeah.
He's going to kick a fuel price. He's going to kick heaps. We're going to get to, after this part of the Ramble's done. No, we're going to get to something you and me promised on Hook, Line and Sinker. And anyone that made it to Hook, Line and Sinker.
Hasn't come out yet. Actually, it has now. But
It has.
Yeah,
anyone that made it that far into, anyone that listened to Hook, Line and Sinker deserves what's happening at the end of the pod.
Agreed.
It's going to be awesome.
Anything from you in the Ramble, Lou?
I just think surely the 42.5, surely on the celebration game, after they take the kid off last week and then get absolutely embarrassed, surely we can get a cover out of North. Or do you just disagree? 42.5 on their first Thursday night game, is it ever?
80.
After their
The Kane
celebration.
Corns Cup.
42.5.
80 points by the Dogs.
Premiership reunion? Is it the 75
I actually
grand final?
don't mind it.
It's 50 years since the 75 grand final.
We'll be live at Clubby Sports, Clubby TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said
I'm
that.
going to take the cover.
Tell you what all I remember from this game, when Josh Bruce kicked 10. Remember when
Yes.
Josh Bruce
Easter.
kicked 10?
On Easter.
Easter.
When they used to play Good Friday. These two used to play Good Friday.
We played 9 holes and 100 shots each.
All right, let's get into the next game. First, we got a double first goal glory. For anyone that doesn't know, we're going to quickly wrap through this because this show is still going. Every week, every Friday night, we pick 2 goal kickers each. If they kick a first goal in the first quarter or the start of the second half, so the third quarter, whatever their price point was for the first goal for that quarter, we turn that into points. That gets added up. After the final game, Friday night game of the year, which will be prelim Friday, we add up all the points. The person that has the least amount of points has to go to a bowling alley and hit 100 strikes. They can't leave till they hit 100 strikes. Not a score of 100, 100 individual strikes. No bumpers.
It's far out.
We think it could take 7 to 8 hours.
Plus.
We're not athletes, so this might take a while. So, as it leads, I think Morg's in front.
Morg's in front, but I got 750 from Sam Darcy.
You just took the points.
First.
That was so smart.
I got
just take Sam Darcy.
All right, so we got 2 games to go through. Let's go through
Collingwood Carlton first.
Collingwood Carlton. I'll just read my first 2 out. Doesn't matter what order. I've got Charlie Curnow at $11.
Nice.
And I've taken a wild one, Dan Houston at 41. Maybe they just hits one off the half-back line. I need some points. Jeff, who do you got?
I've got Jamie Elliott at $750. Lewis Young at $21.
Yeah, I like that. Well, who else do you pick at the Carlton? I've got Tim Membry at $10. I love Tim Membry. And Zach Williams at 18. Again, just nothing to choose from.
Zach Williams kicks one. And then the other game, West Coast, GWS. You forget this one is actually on Friday night as well. I've got Callum Brown at $12 and Jack Williams, big Jackie boy, at $12.
I've got Jesse Hogan at $5.75, the favourite. And Elijah Hewitt at $29. Kicked a goal every game he plays it. Up to stadium the last 4 games in a row. So Elijah Hewitt at 29 is my risky one.
Lewis?
For the Eagles, I've got my man Jimmy Cripps at 15 to 1. He just sneaks up on you. And then for the Giants, I've got that's not my old man, that's my stepdad man. Aaron Cadman at $10.
Come on.
He's probably going to kick 3 or 4, but yeah, $10 for the first. It's good bet, good bets.
All right, let's get in at Carlton Collingwood. We're not going to go. We're going to sit at home and watch it painfully.
Pull our prick.
So each of Carlton's last 9 matches at the MCG have gone under the total match points because we can't score. So maybe we look at the under. Also, Collingwood has won each of its last 11 away matches against Carlton. So when they wear white shorts against the Blues, they just win their last 11. They're $1.22. No Silvani. Bosh.
Oh, it's going to be grim.
I said last week on Thursday.
Grimsby.
I said last week on Thursday night, I summed it up perfectly. I said, I don't feel anything about the Blues. I said, Butters will get his 25. Rose will probably get it. And Port will win. Like that's just what they're going to do. Same thing. Like until the Carlton win, we're just guessing.
Yes.
We haven't seen anything, so I don't want to bet on anything. You know what I will bet on? Nick Dacos 30-1. He's in Brownlow season.
Yes, Brownlow.
He's in Brownlow form, so that's who I would take. Is there any other leagues you like?
Will Hewitt have a crack on him?
There's no point.
He did last time. They shook hands and they both had around 28-1. So
they played well.
It's more of a C at the end. Any leagues you like in this one?
No, not really.
Actually, no.
I don't think you get a match up for all the Collingwood forwards.
We have to mention, last few weeks, they've rarely had anyone kick over 2 goals. Jev had... I'll let you explain.
I took the first 10 Collingwood players for an anytime goal, and the only leg that missed was Dan McStay.
Wow. They paid $50.
Paid $50.
How good's that?
So just take the first 10 Collingwood players for an anytime goal. They barely have guys to kick
bags.
Bags. It's just they have so many different goal kickers. Dan McStay didn't kick one, and it was 50-1.
I've got one bet.
Yeah, go.
I love my 2 goal scorers.
Yeah.
There is one that sticks out to you like a sore cock in a bush. Patrick Lipinski has kicked 2 goals, 3 out of the last 5. He loves playing Carlton. We hate playing against him.
$5.75 for 2 last week.
$5 this week.
There you go.
I still think that's great value on Thursday off Friday night.
That's awesome, Morgs. It's going to be a danger game for
no one.
Carlton. Yeah, which fucking me. All right, last game, boys. GWS. So West Coast GWS. Here we go. West Coast have lost each of its last 18 matches against teams on a winning streak.
I think they've lost. When's the last time they've won?
I don't know. It's been a while. Each of West Coast's last 4 night matches at Optus Stadium have gone over the total match points. They're on prime time. They open up the game a little bit. Especially after last week, I don't mind taking the over. Maybe they just try and go a little bit more. And GWS have been first to 4 goals in each of its last 8 matches following a 10-day turnaround. What a stat that is. So on points where you can go first to 24 points.
When your dad has a steak on a Tuesday, the Eagles get up by 6.
It's a fact. There you go. Race to 20 points, $1.44.
That's actually a really good bet.
Such free money.
The only
race to 20.
West Coast would have won last week.
Did they beat Collingwood to 20?
I think they did.
Yeah, but we're talking about GWS. It's a GWS stat.
No, I agree.
Not a Collingwood stat.
Last week I would have said the same thing.
Do you want me to reread it about the steak?
I love
the steak dinner. GWS have been the first to 4 goals in each of its last 8 matches following a turnaround of 10 plus days. $1.44 for
it's a long
first
break.
to 20. Or
they just shuffle.
Or let's go 30 points. $1.42.
That wins as well.
That's win. They both win.
Can you multi that?
I don't think you can. Can you?
Yep. Absolutely you can.
That's the freest of cash.
Absolutely can. Let's go that into Tom Green 30.
Hey, can I talk to you about some free cash quickly?
Oh,
We still going? Yeah.
we still have to do something. So
Fuck.
The double-edged sword. So we wedged it in last week. Okay, this is free cash, Jev. All right, so listen up. You want a gift. So we started with 2 units. Okay, 2 units might be 1 unit. That might be $1, might be $10. All right, we started with 2 units. This is a way of winning regardless.
Come on.
So West Coast GWS, we are taking West Coast at $3.90, 1 unit.
Bang.
Okay, then GWS pay $1.25. So we need to have a multi to get that up to 2. So we're having Aaron Cadman for 2 goals
Back Padman.
into GWS to win.
Nice.
Okay, so either way we win. Okay,
To win.
it's a 4-edged sword this week. 2 Friday night games. So we've got to have 1 unit on the Blues at $4.60. Okay, be juicy for the account. Then we need to have the pies. We are just having the pies to win into memory to kick 2. Okay, so either one of them is going to hit.
we're at like 4 units this weekend.
4 units. Okay, what a treat. We started with 2 units. We are down to 0.9 units. Okay, so we are a little down. This may be the last week of this segment. Okay, I know no one wants that.
Nah,
so we need. I'll put it in the Discord.
The four swordsmen this leg.
The 4-edged sword. This is free cash unless it loses this week, and it's done forever.
That's good stuff.
That's not the end of the show. We promised one thing on Hook, Line and Sinker.
Yep.
There's going to be a reverse 100K because the early games are too good.
Okay.
So if you made it this far, you got to get on the reverse engineer. The reverse engineered 100K.
Oh, that's good.
The reverse engineered 100K. Here we go. So we promise it's going to start heavy because the games are too good and I'm flat. We're missing. Imagine this was the Sunday Arvo game. How much would be licking our lips?
Geez,
so Sam Darcy 5. Bont 25-1, Ed Richards 25-1.
Good start, Jeff.
Dacos 30-1,
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Elliott 2. That's
Nice.
of the Nick variety. Tom Green 30. If we are alive Saturday morning,
Skin my head.
it's licking lips time.
Yeah.
Lick your chops. Ben King 3, Took Miller 25. When Dars had Took Miller, I loved it. Jeremy Cameron for 4, Mitch Georgiades 2, Butters 25, Zorko 25, Marby Old for 2.
That's 100 grand.
10. $10.50 get you 100
That
grand.
fucking hits.
It's a chance. We're having it. If you want that, you comment on this or you comment in the Discord. What?
Reverse.
Reverse.
And we'll give it to you.
Time to put a bow on it, I reckon, Lewis.
How do we mix up next week? What do you want us to do next week? Theme night? Do we mix
Theme.
up? Do we do a couple of segments?
Do we
Rather than
skip a
going
week?
to
We're
That's happening.
saving
Rather than
that.
doing the games, do we do like 5 segments? We pick an underdog each. We pick a line bet each. We pick a forward each. Talk to us. Send us some ideas.
Or do you want us to just keep it how it is?
Yeah, 100%.
If you guys love it, we'll just keep
or
going.
should we just stop? Like that could be a possibility as well.
Nah, I enjoy this too
I
much.
fucking leave it.
It's my favourite bit of the week.
Put an absolute bow on this one.
Are we gonna try the new baby back again?
Nah.
I feel that was a good. I think we did well, Jeff. It's movie night. Lose by 6 points in an absolute.
Swannies on the G. Win by.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby
Chili.
back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby
back
back.
ribs.
Barbecue sauce. Chili, baby back ribs.
What are you prepared to lose today? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.